Welcome back to Armwrestling Dom. Of course, I'm Dom, and in today's episode, we have a conversation with rising star out of West Texas named Freddy Sanchez. Got an awesome interview with him coming up. Oh, and before I forget, hit the like, subscribe, share it, do all that stuff. All right, stay tuned. Well, first of all, thanks for coming on the show, man. I haven't been in the arm wrestling scene that long, but you've definitely sparked some interest and a lot of conversation here in the last month. Of course, everyone knows you're the 2019 Rocky Mountain State champ in the open right-hand division, the 242-pound weight class. And then doing some more research, I saw that you were also, in 2018, you were the men's open left regional champ at the 243, the super heavy class. And then, of course, you've placed in several other tournaments in years prior. And then in the rankings, the Mountain West regional rankings, Corey Miller is the admin on that. And right now you're ranked number 7 in the 242-pound class right hand. And then, let's see. And you're also ranked number 10 in the left class. So you're highly decorated, my man. And of course, you've probably been around for a while. And that leads me to my first question. How many years have you been arm wrestling?
Well, Dominic, thanks so much for having me on, on the show and everything. I really appreciate that. I've actually been arm wrestling since 2013. Actually,
Wow,
it was my
okay.
senior year of high school. I had just graduated high school, and that June of 2013 was when I first heard of West Texas Arm Wrestling Sports, which is the team that I practice with here with Mark Bettis. He was on the first
Right.
tournament here in El Paso in like years, and I came across it because my uncle, he actually saw it in the newspaper, and my dad used to do it in the 80s. When it was big with the over the top and everything. So once my uncle let my dad know about it, I found out about it, and I was like, "Oh, I am down."
And speaking of your dad, he's probably taught you a lot, right, over the past few years.
Definitely major
Has
influence.
has he won any tournaments? I'm sure he has. Has he won any major
Not
tournaments?
major tournaments. He actually stopped arm wrestling after the 80s, so he didn't do it up until 2013 as well. He kind of got back into it, but he's already in his later 50s. So, but he still loves it, and he still gives it hell, and he still does all the local tournaments here in El Paso, and he's actually gonna have a super match tomorrow at the backyard bistro brawl. Here in El Paso, he's gonna have a super match with the guy from Chihuahua, Mexico. So that'll be cool. I'll be.
That's right. That's right. I did see that. And speaking of backyard brawls, are you ready for tomorrow?
Well, I hope I'll be ready, man. I'm actually coming down with like what seems to be a cold or like bronchitis right now. I don't know if that's why my voice sounds raspy right
Uh-oh.
now. Sorry about that, but yeah, it actually started maybe like a couple of days ago. I started getting pretty sick, and I've had runny nose and super sore throat, cough with phlegm, and so I'm trying to recover today. I'm just rested yesterday, rested today, and hopefully I'll be good to go Saturday. But Saturday I don't have a super match, so I'm just gonna do the tournament. Hopefully I could come out with the win there.
Right. And speaking of super matches, there's several going on. I know I did a coverage on Dominic and James, so that'll be a good match. Good match to see. And there's several matches going on, but hopefully you're ready. Hopefully you feel better.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to show
You know,
up at a decent form.
for sure. And I wanted to go into, speaking of like resting and stuff, I also wanted to look at like training. Like, what is someone at your level like as far as hitting the gym, like during your regular work week for arm wrestling? How many days a week are you hitting the gym? And then how many days a week are you on the table,
Okay,
roughly?
so actually I told you I started arm wrestling 2013, but I really didn't
Mm.
start training seriously like up until this year actually. Yeah, and
Wow.
that sounds kind of
Wow.
crazy, but the first couple years, all I was doing for arm wrestling was just going every Thursday to arm wrestling practice with Mark at his house. We would just go get some table time and that's it. But I wasn't doing any other, extra weights or training outside of that actually. I'll be honest with you, I got real lazy those few years, and I gained a lot of weight actually, and that's why on that one that you were telling me that I won the left, supers. That's because I wasn't making weight anymore. I was actually like 260, 265, and I ballooned up. And this year I was like, all right, no, it's enough of that. Like, let me get serious on it. I'm trying to like actually compete in a couple weight classes. So I actually started training like in, what would I say, late February of this year. I started
Okay.
doing like full compound body workouts, started doing a lot of cardio. And then I started training with Mark on Mondays for arm wrestling specific workouts. We started doing, just pretty much arm wrestling specific workouts on Monday, and then on Thursday still getting our table time. So I've been doing that since like late February, and I've actually dropped like 45 pounds since then. So I was actually competing at Rocky Mountain State at like 225 in the 242 class. So I was trying to make the
Wow.
220s for that, but I just once I got up there to Colorado, like I really felt the elevation, and I had to drink water, and I stopped my cut. Like, oh, I'll just go in as a strong 242. I was going as a strong 225, other than a weak 220. You know what I mean? So I
Got it.
the
Got it. Now,
42s, and I was excited to pull Fabian actually because I had beat him once. That was back in 2016, and I know he had been doing good since then, and he won nationals, and he's done a couple of good things here in the sport. So I was excited to pull him, see if I had improved any, or. And I'm glad I got the got the win on that. But I don't think I'll be pulling 242s no more. And if I do, it'll be because I'm pulling 220s and 242s. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Roger. So you're thinking for future tournaments and matchups, you're going to be at the
Yeah.
220,
Mm-hmm. I'll
220.
be focused
Okay.
on 20 right now.
Wow.
Actually, this morning I weighed myself. I was like 222. So I don't think I'm gonna make the 220 for tomorrow. Because I'm not cutting, because I told you, I'm 6 right
Mm,
now, so I'm not even trying to cut. So I'll do the 242s this Saturday. It's no big deal. But for later tournaments, I'll be more focused on that 220 class. But yeah, as for working out throughout the week, I mean, I kind of just do your regular workouts. Like, Sunday I'll do abs and cardio, and then Monday I tell you do the specific arm wrestling training with Mark. Tuesday I'll do like chest day, and then Wednesday I'll do like squats. Thursday, I have my practice at West Texas, right there with my team. We get table time there, and then Friday I'll just do like a little bit of shoulder workouts, kind of rehab, from Thursday. And then Saturday, I'll probably just take a day off, or if I want, I'll just do a little bit of back or chest.
got it. Got it. Very cool. I think that's impressive. That tells me you're going to be a very strong
Uh,
220 pounder, and anybody going up against you is definitely going to have to be ready. And the fact that you're just training seriously for a year definitely tells me and everyone else listening a lot about just your natural ability. Let me ask you this, Freddie. So where does that? I mean, especially after beating Fabian right hand, we all know he got your left hand, but after beating him right hand, I'm sure your motivation has skyrocketed. And what do you think your vision and future goals are from here on out?
Well, yeah, it did motivate me definitely, and it showed me what I'm
Mm,
capable of, I guess. Because like I said, Fabian had been doing really good, beating some really good guys. So I was like, let's see if I can still pull this win out. Left hand, unfortunately, he did get the best of me. My left is not as good as my right, but I still,
okay.
was able to get one win on him. But he kind of figured me out there on the left. My left doesn't have quite the same finesse, I guess, that my right has. But I definitely I pull both arms. And my goals, I eventually want to keep dropping some weight. I want to hang around at the 220s for a while, because I don't
Mm,
want to cut, too quick and lose strength. But eventually, maybe next year, I'm looking maybe to be competing maybe like in the 195s, the 198s around there, maybe right around 200 pounds. Um, if that's able to happen, and just hitting up more tournaments, definitely, because there's no better experience than a tournament, you know.
Exactly. Tournament time is great experience for everyone. Well, that's really good to hear. I'm excited for you. I mean, I'm a fan. After seeing you at Rocky Mountain State, you got the charisma, you got the positive attitude. Your table IQ is very, very good. I mean, I don't know much about arm wrestling, just now getting into it, but watching you on the table, you're very, very smart. So, couple of questions. I know. Did you get a chance to watch WAL
Oh,
last night or
definitely,
2 nights ago?
definitely.
What'd you think overall? As all the matches, which match did you
Oh
like the
man,
best?
I thought all the matches were great. The Tony Katowski and the Sam Harris match was actually awesome, and really don't like Sam
Oh
Harris
yeah,
too much, but I earned a lot of respect from him. This tournament, I mean this Wall Super Series, I actually got a lot of respect for Sam Harris. He was actually able to catch Tony a couple of times. It just sucks that Tony wasn't able to make way, but that was one of my favorite matches. The one that surprised me was Gabby, how she just spanked Sarah too. Though was
shocked me. It shocked me. It was
that one was shocking. That I did not expect that at all. Um,
nope.
which one else was the middleweight one? Was RVJ and Justin Bishop went pretty much how I expected it would go. Um, Devin and Bordolato pretty much expected how it would go too. Michael Todd and Jerry was actually really crazy, man. I know everybody's kind of tripping over that match, and I don't have much to say about that match other than I hope we get to see it again, but maybe with a double strap, you know.
Right, right. Something. Yeah, I don't know if WAL will curtail the rules a little bit. Maybe not. Oh, in general, I mean, some people will say that was bad for the sport. Others will say, hey, it's great for the sport because whether you love or hate Michael Todd, I mean, he's still relevant in even the style that he has. The King's move. He's creating attention, right? Point blank. That's period. That's what he's doing. And good or bad, I think it's overall. I think it's good. I don't know.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Michael Todd is one of the best in the world, so you got to beat him. You got to beat him to be the best, and he's in the way. So it's fun to see other guys try to compete with him because his style is very very hard. Uh, but he'll be
Exactly.
relevant for a while, that's for sure. But he's beatable. Jerry Cataract showed it. He's beatable. So
Exactly. And speaking of these, this is my last question for you. Speaking of these elite arm wrestlers, who is your all-time favorite arm
oh
wrestler?
man, I think my all-time favorite arm wrestler would have to be Devin Larry. Just like much
Yep.
everybody else. But surprisingly, I kind of look up to other arm wrestlers that have kind of a similar style to me, and I would like to say that I really look up to Don Underwood. I don't know if you've seen Don Underwood, but man,
I yep.
yeah,
I
Don
have. Yep.
Underwood was for sure one of my all-time favorite pullers, and and yeah, but Devin Larry, he's the one that got me into the sport. Of course, John Brezink also kind of overlooked
Hmm.
him. Travis Badgett also, he has that speed, is kind of what I like to use. I'm more of a technical and speed guy. So Travis Badgett, Devin Larry, Don Underwood for sure, and then of course the GOAT, John Brezink.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have to agree with everything you said. I think if I had to choose, I'd probably choose Matt Mask. I don't know why. I think it's just
Matt
his
Mask is
character,
awesome. Yeah.
and yeah, his style is definitely something that I like the best. But hey, Freddy Sanchez, thanks for coming on the show, man. We'll definitely be in contact. Then I'll probably be down there, maybe in December. I'm hoping to get to that big regional tournament
Oh, definitely
that Mark's
the
doing.
one
Yeah,
in Las Cruces.
Las Cruces. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry. Yep.
Definitely, Dom. I'm excited to see you soon, and thanks for having me. And hope we get to speak some more soon, and we'll keep in touch. And hopefully, I can keep doing some damage here in these next coming tournaments that I have. So probably after this one, I won't pull again until that December one, the Las Cruces one. And then
Right.
2020, we'll see what's up with it.
All right, sounds good, Freddie.
All right, Dom.
Talk to you
Thanks,
soon,
man.
man. Bye.
Till next time, pull hard.